What's up with it, Hood News peeps? Happy Tuesday. I'm going to wait for you guys to hop on. I got one of my day one sponsors with me. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
How are
hey,
you?
Good, friend. How are you?
I'm great.
How's things at the office? How are the ladies, everybody?
All the ladies are great. We're all doing great, hustling, taking care of people, trying to get it all done.
Right on. Friend, so, okay, I'm going to wait. We got some Hood News peeps on coming in. All right, here we go. All right, so I've got Steve Hollingsworth, a.k.a. El Patrón de la Ley. He's here with us today, the man himself. He's been giving out tickets. He's been hooking up the community, the Hood News peeps, with all kinds of goodies. And we're going to sit down and talk today about a couple of things because I still, I get a lot. Every day we can learn something new. And one thing for sure, and it's never going to stop, we're always going to have accident scenes. Like, we just had some crazy stuff this morning. We recently had a trailer, like a gooseneck trailer, crash into the Hood News Peeps parked vehicle, all kinds of craziness. So, Steve, can you give us a little bit of the 411 on what are some of the important things to keep in mind when dealing with insurance companies that they wouldn't want us to know?
Okay, well, I'm going to answer your question, Grizzy, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to digress for all the Hood News peeps, and I'm going to say congratulations to Grizzy on the Crime Stoppers Award.
Oh, thank you, friend. Thank
Everybody out there appreciates what you do, what you're doing for the community.
Thank you, friend.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it. Appreciate it.
And for the Hood News peeps that don't know me that well, I used to be a district attorney here in Harris County a long time ago, and to see people helping Crime Stoppers and things like that warms my heart and knows that we're trying to get the community done right. And so things like that, just couldn't be more proud of you and happy for you for getting to that point and getting those things done.
Man, thank you. And it takes a whole tribe. It takes the community for things like this to go down. And we're always going to keep each other informed, look out for one another. And you're definitely here on board to help us do that too. So, Steve, what are certain things that people need to know, like when dealing with the insurance companies, because they're not going to be forthcoming?
Yeah. Before I digress into that, we talk about insurance companies. Insurance companies, when they act like you're your friend, right? And but at the end of the day, insurance companies, they're there to do two things. They're there to get your claim resolved as quickly and as cheaply as possible. Yeah. Okay. And they're not there to make you money. They're there to take money out of your pocket. And as somebody who frankly used to represent them, insurance companies, like Allstate, Geico, Coca-Cola, AIG, things like that, I'm very versed in how they operate.
Right.
And so I would say the biggest thing, and I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day, the biggest thing people need to worry about when dealing with insurance companies when they're in an accident, the first thing is what's called swoop and settle. And what the insurance companies want to do is you get in an accident, you're doing the right thing, you're calling the other person's, it's not your fault, you're calling the other person's insurance and saying, hey, help me out, your client, your insured hurt me and did all these things to me, and they're going to say, okay, I'll give you $1,000 right now,
no.
Make it go away. Well, that $1,000 sounds like a lot of money to people, and hey, I could have it in 3 or 4 days. That sounds even better. I don't have to go through all the, frankly, BS of all the other stuff.
That's true. Yeah, people do think that way.
Well, I'll say this, the danger that you have to worry about is the second you tell that adjuster, if he's recording the phone call, that you accept that money, any claim for however much you have is pretty much dead.
Wow.
Okay, you're not going to get paid anymore.
Wow.
So $1,000 is all you're getting, and you're going to wake up in a few days and go, man, I should have called the Hollingsworth law firm or whoever. And you're going to call us, and we're going to talk about your case, and you're going to say, well, I already accepted $1,000 from Allstate, Geico, whoever, and we're going to say, sorry, can't help you. And frankly, every other attorney in town, if they know what they're doing, is going to say the same thing because your claim is done.
Right.
So how to avoid that? How do we avoid that? We avoid that from day one, calling, as soon as you're injured, as soon as you realize, hey, this ain't right, you call somebody experienced like the Hollingsworth law firm and let us do a free consultation with you to see if you do have a claim before you take that money. I mean, sometimes that money may be all it's worth. I don't know. But you at least want to talk to somebody who's more versed in this, that knows what they're doing, that's experienced, professional, and see if you do have a claim. Because frankly, that $1,000 could be $10,000,
right,
$20,000, however much more it could be.
Yes.
It's potentially there, let's say that. And so that's one of the biggest issues you need to watch out for working with insurance companies. And at the end of the day, remember, no matter how sweet that insurance adjuster or whoever you're dealing with is, on the other side, they're not your friend. Okay, they're not here to help you. They're there to take your money. They're there to get your claims settled quickly and as cheaply as possible.
All right. Can we take a question from somebody? Because
Sure.
I see something.
Sure.
All right. So, hey, what's up with the Hood News peeps? I'm here with Steve Hollingsworth, El Patrón de la Ley. Raven says, my accident happened back in September of 2022. And then she's asking, is it too late to get help? Now I'm just really wanting them to pay my hospital bills.
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, Raven, it's not too late. September of 22 is what you said.
Yeah.
What are we in, April? You have 5 months to get a lawsuit filed.
Ooh.
In Texas, the statute of limitations is 2 years for 99% of personal injury claims. Now, if you're going against your own insurance, uninsured motorist protection, it's 4 years, whole different ball of wax. But for most claims, it's 2 years statute of limitations. So, Raven, you need to get somebody hired or somebody to evaluate your case pretty dang quick, frankly, because that attorney has to have time to evaluate your case, build up things, work things to see if they need to file a lawsuit before that 2-year statute so that they can help you.
Wow, call them up, friend. I mean, in free consultation, and they'll listen to you and see what's going on and get the details and let you know like what they can do or not do or what. I mean, don't waste time, friend. Please, please, please.
Yeah,
that's critical.
Yeah, and again, one of the things we talked about is, the Hollingsworth Law Firm does a free consultation. You don't pay unless you win. And so it doesn't hurt anything to at least make a phone call and say, hey, do I have something? I may tell you you don't, or our staff may tell you you don't. And we're not trying to, poo-poo on your claim. We just, in our professional opinion, believe you don't. But like we talked about, you at least want to find out for sure and see what you have or don't have. That'd be the best course of action.
Yeah,
or else
that
it
would
could cost yourself money.
Yeah, that way you don't have those hospital bills lingering. Definitely. So let me ask you this, because another thing, some people have never been in an accident. I've been in a few because of other people driving, and I kind of know what to do now. But what are some of the important things people need to do when they first get in an accident, Steve?
Okay. When you first get in an accident, the first thing you need to do is make sure you're safe. Pull over, get organized, all that stuff. Once you've done that, and if you're able to, if you're not seriously injured, at least at the scene, what you need to do is you need to take pictures of your vehicle, take pictures of the other vehicle, take pictures of the scene. Another thing you can do is you need to get witness statements if at all possible. If there's anybody milling around saying, hey, I saw what happened, whatever. Also, potentially take note of any stores or cameras that could be around.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you need to hire an attorney quickly so they can have access or get access to those cameras before they get erased or taped over, so that, let's give it this example. A lot of accidents are red light swearing matches. Hey, I had the green light. No, I did. Well, if you feel strongly that you had the green light and you get in an accident and the other person hits you and they're saying, no, I didn't do it, I had the green light. Well, a camera oftentimes can tell the tale of the tape, and see what really happened and, who's at fault there. So that's one of the things you want to do. The other really important thing to do, and I know police officers these days are very busy, overworked, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But you need to call them. If you're not at fault and you're not at fault and you're injured, or even if you're not injured or you don't feel like you're injured at the time, you need to call the police and you need to wait for them to come out. Now, I understand these days it can take an hour, maybe more, but what calling the police does and having them come out and evaluate the collision, it gives a third person, even though they might not have seen the accident, it gives a third person to evaluate what happened and have something for the insurance company to look at saying, it's not just you saying this against my client, it's a third party, police officers that most people trust and believe, the police reports, so that they're validating what you're saying and it will only help your case. The third thing, or the next thing you need to do is you need to get medical treatment as quickly as possible if you think you're injured.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little twinge in your back or neck or whatever you're feeling, as I tell people, from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot, if anything feels different than it did the second before you got in the accident, then you need to go to the doctor and at least get checked out. An emergency room, minor emergency room, your primary care provider, whomever you feel trustworthy that you want to use, you need to go get checked out to make sure. Because if you don't and you wait, the insurance company is going to hold that against you. And they're going to say, oh, you weren't hurt. You waited 2 weeks to go get treatment. You weren't hurt that bad. I'm not going to pay you. But to avoid all this, again, call the Hollingsworth Law Firm, 713-637-4560. Get a free case evaluation as quickly as possible, and we can tell you, hey, this is what we can do. And we can actually help you find medical care if you need to. We completely understand a lot of people, like Grizzy talked about, haven't been in this situation before. So, oh my God, what the hell do I do?
Yeah.
And so what you do is you go get medical treatment, or you call us, and we can help you go get that medical treatment from trusted doctors that we work with, or that we have relationships with, that can assist you in getting better and getting things taken care of, and just making yourself better and getting the most compensation you can.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Steve, also, okay, this is another one. Let's say I'm a passenger. Let's say I go out on a date. And this has been happening, man. Let's say I go out on a date, Steve. And this dude drives real crazy. And we get in an accident. Okay. And I'm like, let's say like there's nobody else involved. Let's say he crashed into something. Okay. Because we've been seeing this.
Yeah.
What does the passenger have any rights to any kind of help?
Yeah, sometimes in that situation and others, it can get a little dicey or tricky. Let's use this example. You're driving down the road with your date or your husband, wife, whatever, and they get in an accident that's their fault, that they did something wrong, but you're just the well-meaning passenger in the passenger seat or the back that gets injured because of it. You don't hate that person. You don't have anything against that person.
Right.
They just did something dumb, made a mistake, and it caused you an injury of some degree. What do? Well, you do the uncomfortable thing and you go after the driver's insurance policy. And we understand it's uncomfortable, but what people have to understand is you're not just going after making a claim, suing, whatever you want to say. That person who hit you, or the person who not hit you, but the person who caused the accident, you're going after their insurance company.
Yeah.
You're trying to get, if that person that's driving the car is responsible and has insurance, then they are doing that to protect people like you, so that you have a right to go get compensation for your injuries, no matter if it's an uncomfortable situation like your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever it may be. You do have the right to do that. Like I said, it's a little uncomfortable because it's a significant other, a close friend.
Yeah.
But we want you to get better. You're not going. You may have to go after them somewhat in person, but you're not taking their money. You're taking the insurance company's money. They will not be out of pocket except what they have to pay, premiums for insurance. You're taking the insurance company's money. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to take my boyfriend's money or my husband's money or whatever. Well, you're not. You're taking the insurance company's money that they're paying to help people in situations like this. Yeah,
because then people like walk around, they're hurt, they got back injuries. I've seen it all, man. Like we've seen a lot of situations like a mom gets a ride from the son. He's reckless somehow, crashes, and poor mom is dealt with like hospital bills, pain, and all kinds of stuff. So definitely. Anything else you want to close off with, friend? How's everything at the office? You guys real busy?
Oh, we're busy. Yeah. We're very busy. We're hiring more people. Growing to help the community. I think we do a great job. You check out our website. We have 99.9% 5 stars. We had one lazy that wasn't too happy, but that's addressed in the reviews too.
No, yeah, for sure. Hey, it's gonna be. Hey, haters gonna hate, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. That's right.
Also, you guys have different languages, right? Like people speak Spanish. I understand that you guys have somebody that speaks Mandarin.
Mandarin. Awesome. We have people. The whole office speaks English and Spanish. My Spanish is poquito. Yeah, you got it. A little bit, but it's there. But 90% of our ladies or gentlemen that work in the office, they speak fluent Spanish, so we can help that community too. And we do all the time, frankly. We can help with Vietnamese translation services, and we can help with Chinese, Mandarin. Also, actually, if you go look us up on the Mandarin websites, we're the #1 firm right now. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Already a Texan, yay!
Yeah, right.
Already,
we're doing great.
Thank you.
And we appreciate all the Hood News peeps. Actually, we've gotten some cases lately from people from information like this. We really appreciate you putting your trust in us, letting us handle your claim. If you have any issues with the handling of your claim, please feel free to give us a call. You can talk to me. You can talk to any of our people at the office, attorneys, case managers, whatever, and we'll get it right if there's an issue. And we really appreciate Grizzy, giving us this platform and
thank you.
To help us out. And we appreciate helping her out because she's doing great things in the community.
And I want people to know it's because of our sponsors that we can afford to have a TV show and things like that. So please, thank you, support this post. If you know somebody that gets into a, jam, let them know that Steve Hollingsworth Law Firm is here. El Patrón de la Ley. Like, that's the little nickname, he's got, cause he's El Patrón. He's got it. He's got you. Just let people know our sponsors are here for the community, not just, for what he does, but also for us.
Yeah.
We need us. Like, we need more power. We need more people. We need to have people on board with the Hood News. So thank you so much, Steve, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Appreciate it.
Hey, well, we're happy to have you here with us and hope to hear from you soon. And, we got little clips too that we made, like, Q&A questions, just for, just to remind people that he's here and he knows what he's talking about. And, everybody on Facebook sometimes becomes paralegals and lawyers in the comments. This is the real, this is the real deal. So there you go, friend.
Backseat drivers.
Yeah.
Backseat drivers.
All right,
Monday
Steve.
morning quarterback.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, community. Just want to give a last plug to us, Hollingsworth Law Firm.
Yeah.
Specialize in 100% personal injury. If you get in a wreck in the roads, slip and fall at the plants. We know a lot of Who's News peeps work out at the plants. Give us a call, 713-637-4560. Go to our website, hollingsworthlawfirm.com or elpatrondelaley.com, and give us a call, give us a hit up on the internet, and we'll get in touch with you and talk to you and see if you got a case, see how we can help, and see if we can get you the most money as possible while you're getting better.
There you go. I see the chiquitas. Y'all better, the chiquita. He knows about the chiquitas. I already seen some comments. Bye, friends. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, Steve, for joining us. And it's always a pleasure. And we're very honored to have you as a sponsor, friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, peeps. More Hood News on the way. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.